Hello guys, this is Wajbet again. Today we have a very nice game between the best African and Arabic player, Dr. Basim Amin, playing black against Nikita Betov, a Grandmaster 2600 something, in Russia 2019 Blitz game. Very nice game to watch actually. Let's just go straight up to it. You will like it. So Nikita played c4, start with c4, f5 from Mr. Basim Amin, d4 at f6, g3, e6, we have the Dutch defense, and after bishop g2, bishop e7, knight f3, castle and castle, we have d6 by black, the classical variation of the Dutch defense. Black ideas are a bit simple. He's gonna go with the queen to e8, then to h5 or g6, whatever convenient. Now should go to e4, a5 sometimes been played, knight c6 and e5. There's these kind of ideas. White played knight c3 right away, queen e8, and after rook e1 from white, Amin played queen g6. Now basically the knight, the pawn and the queen, they're all watching this square, so this way. So there's no e4, no, we can't go e4 here. Now queen c2 by white, e4 is ready to go, and now knight e4. Now white decide to play pretty much active. He played knight d2, allowing a double pawns, but look at the ideas. Let me just make things easier. The rook will go to b1 to attack the pawn on b7. The bishop can go to a3 and make a push over here. So e5 by black right away, attacking the center. c5 by white. White doesn't want to wait, doesn't want to play d5 here, and then this bishop will be stuck over here. So he decided to go for c5 instead. Now with c5, if you go here, white can go there, and there's a double bonds here now for black. So Amin decided to play knight c6, and now white played bishop a3. White's idea pretty much is easy. If you go ct take d6, I'm sorry, it's gonna go again. Black can go bishop d6, and now there's no bishop a3 anymore. Doesn't work. So white wants to play pretty much active. He played bishop a3. Now this is a blitz game, so you're gonna expect like both guys gonna make some mistakes here and there. Now black played e4, and look at this guys over here. This guy protecting the pawn on e4. So the knight and the bishop attacking nothing. Now we got c takes d6, bishop takes d6, bishop, and now an e3 by white. Now white is pretty much stopping f4. This is very important. Bishop e6, rook a b1, attacking the pawn on b7, b6 by black. Now black is playing an easy game here. He has nothing to fear. c4, and look at what he's doing. He's controlling all these squares over here, those guys, by the pawns. Now what black should do, pretty much d5. He can't really allow a move like d5 here, and those guys gonna be under attack. So d5, c takes, bishop takes, and now white played bishop f1. What white do is he want to go here and exchange the bishops. So black played king h8. So if white didn't play bishop c4 here, if black doesn't have to worry about the pen. But what white did, he played bishop c4 right away. Black took, take, and now rook a c8. Black has an easy game pretty much. Like this is a successful opening for black. And now the rook is putting a pressure on the file over here. The queen and the rook are on the same file, but there's two knights between them. So white decided to run away with the queen e2. Now here black took the chance and played f4. Now in this position black is a little bit better here. He is doing some active play. Now of course this move doesn't work. This move doesn't work because of the pen. And also EF4 doesn't work because of knight d4, and that could be under attack. If you go queen f1 to keep an eye on the knight, you're gonna lose one check, and those guys are. There's a fork here, and the rook is gonna go. Or if you don't want to take the rook, you can follow up with the queen h5 and then the queen h2. Anyway, what's happening in the game is a different story. Let's just go back a little bit here. After f4, white played d5, being active, and he's threatening the knight on c6. f3 by black, and now you can see here the pawn is attacking the queen on e2, and this square is very important, so the queen can maybe come here and then come here and then give a checkmate if you allow it. Of course, white played queen f1, so he's keeping an eye on the g2 square over here and the knight on c4. Now knight e7 by black. Now black is much better here, like black is doing very well, and white has to be very careful. Rook ed1, rook fd8, another basha on the pawn on d5. Now the rook and the knight both attacking, so d6, and now knight f5. I mean, look at this. There's a knight, queen, and they're all attacking the pawn on d6, and there's only knight and rook protecting. So we have 3 attackers and 2 defenders. In this case, the attackers wins because they are extra 1. Now what white did is he has to run away and play d7. There is something like very interesting here gonna happen. Black here has, like, he was worried about the pawn on d7, and he played rook c7 and attacking the pawn with 2 rooks. However, he could do this, like, if he wants to. Like, rook c5 is a good move here, and just to make things easier, the rook has a good future on this attack over here, and the pawn on d7 is not going to anywhere. Like, there is no way to get an advantage from this. And also, the knight over here cannot jump because the rook is actually watching this square. So there's a few ideas for white has been missed. By black, been missed. So he played just simply rook c7, and he just was a bit much worried about the pawn on d7. Rook ac1, queen e6. See, that's the idea. Black is working on it. He wants just to get rid of the pawn on d7. He doesn't mind putting even a basha on the knight on c4. Now queen h3 by white, sorry, g6, and here white played g4. Now here's the question: where that gonna go? Black played knight e7, which is the best square for the knight, and black is having very nice game, a lot of advantage here. Even though here I think h5 is actually a threat now because he just can put a basha on the pawn on g4. Anyway, queen g3 by white, getting rid of the h5 threat, and attacking the rook on c7. So what's gonna happen here? Simple life. We take the rook, the pawn, exchange of rooks. Now black is up a pawn, h3, because the queen wants to leave and keep this guy protected. King g7 by black, queen f4 by white, knight d5, and now queen b8. Rook c7 again. Look at the rook blocking the queen from coming back. Also, the rook is putting a basha on the knight on c4. There's more than one job to do. Rook c2 by white, and here a black again. He's playing blitz, so he can't actually calculate everything. And you know, when in the blitz, the clock is ticking. There's a lot of a basha on the stake. So black played queen c8 here, and he's looking for an easy endgame to play. We can't actually blame him. That is most likely what's gonna happen for anxious to play in this position. However, queen f6 is a good move here to play. And if you look at the queen, I mean, he's really controlling a lot of squares here. He's going to even come up with a check to the on a1 and make a lot of threats. Also, he can come to h4. And just to make things easier to understand, if white played like a silly move, let's say he played a3, for example, just to explain something here. What black has this check, you go there, then queen f1. There's a mate on g2, and there's rook c4 to pick up the knight. This is too much to handle. Like if you try to avoid the mate by king g3, I'm not gonna take the knight. At this move, I won't do it. I'll play g5, and again, there's a mate. There's no way to run away from it. So with this in mind, queen f6 should be played, but for some reason, black didn't do it. It's a blitz game. I mean, I can't really actually blame him. So queen c8 to be played. White is a very lucky player here. To get out of this in this way, you are lucky. Knight a3 and exchanging rocks. Now we got 2 knights. Now we got 6 pawns for black here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for white. Excuse me. So we got an extra pawn for black. So if there's no knights on the board, it will be winning for black. However, the rule is very clear about this. If there's knights on the board, it's still winning. Like whatever applied to the pawn in game, it also applied to pawn and knight end games. Okay. Knight c3 by black, attacking the pawn on a2, a3, king f b5. Of course, black could play this if he wants to. Look at this. King f6, king e6, king d5, king c4. This is a very nice way to play. Also, he could do this. King f6, king g5, king h4. There's more than one way to play here. However, nothing happened. Unfortunately, nothing happened. Even here, if black beat king f6 and white stop him with h4, a black could do more than one thing here. First of all, there's g5. There's h5 here, and of course, if you go here, then king f5, and king will come here, and it's over. And if you take here, I will take here, and then again the king will do this. To stop him, you need maybe the knight to king to come here, and then king f5, and then maybe king g3 to stop everything. However, doesn't work. Unfortunately, doesn't work for white this way. First of all, you have those pawns can just start moving forward. Also, and the king here won't go anywhere. And also, you can do this. You can come here with check, and king h3. And now black is doing absolutely fine here. Like black is almost winning actually in this position. White. And then, if you look at the position, you can come here with the king now, and the knight is holding the king completely. The king can go to anywhere like this. Anyway, didn't happen, but I like to look at some analysis here just to show the ideas. b5, king f1, king f6. Now there's a little bit of a difference. The king is a little one square closer to this area, so to here and here. Anyway, h4, of course, to stop the king from coming. h5, a white take, and now king e1. Of course, there's a big difference now. After king f5, imagine the king is still here. He has to come to e1, and then you attack the pawn on h4. There's a big difference now. King d2, now we have an extra move for white. He is attacking the knight. Knight d5. Now this is what caused the black, like the whole advantage. What black should play here, knight e2. And to explain this, the knight should watch this square. So if the knight comes here, we're gonna just simply take him. By doing that, if white has nothing to play for, he got no moves whatsoever, the king will come to g4, pick up the pawn. You can't even stop the king from doing that. And the king here also very poor. I mean, he can't even come over here to attack the pawns because the knight is stopping him. Knight e2 could finish the game on the spot. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Like white is really, really lucky. Like, it's unbelievable. Knight d5, it's a mistake. Check now. The whole game is different now. King g4, take with the knight. Now, white pick up the pawn. Now, the pawns are level. They're even. Now, By taking the pawn on b5, we are attacking the other one on a7. a6, knight 6, we are attacking now the other one on e4. Knight f6, black is protecting the pawn. Now the king comes to c3, very active king now, very active king. Black doesn't have time to capture the pawn, then promote to take this guy here, and then promote this guy. Like he needs time, and he doesn't have it. So black tried to his best. He took king d4, king g5. Now the pawn is tried to turn, but look at this: knight c4, h4, knight d2, h3, knight f1. And this is totally different story. Now, in this position in particular, a black could do something, which is knight g4. Again, we are controlling this square, attacking even the pawn on f2, but we don't want the pawn. So if white decide to take, we'll play h2, and this guy is about to become a queen. Now how are we gonna stop him? If you go this way, I mean, you could. We have a check, king f3, queen, take, king here, you take him, I come here, this way, king e3, and the king is closer to the pawn. I mean, it's not easy to get rid of. If you have to find all these moves for white in way to get something like to a draw, not easy to find on the board, especially in the blitz game. However, Basim played king f5, a4, knight g4 now. Now he's trying to get his pawn moving forward and also stopping knight h2, but he missed this. Knight g3 check, king e6, and now king e4. Now look at the position here. White actually is a one up. So what black gonna do? Just take on f2 check, king f3, knight d1, and keeping the pawn on h3 just to win some time. King g4 by white, h2, trying to play maybe knight f2 and then a queen. King h3. Here, of course, black has a choice. He could take on e3 if he wants to, and he took an h2, and then the king can come to d5. I don't think this gonna win for black. Like, white is just on time. He will come back here, and you go this way. He will come to f2. Now we can move the knight. Now we come with the knight here, over there. There is no way you can win this with the black. So what's happened is, if we go back, black played a5, take, and now knight c3, king d2, knight x a4, king f2, knight c3, and now the pawn is trying to make a queen. But of course, using the fact that the knight and the king both are a little bit away, but there is no time for this. King e1, the king will be there on time to stop it. King d5, king d2, king c4, king c2, and look at this. This is a draw. You can win this. a4, knight f1 check, knight e4, king a. Okay, there is nothing to do here. Knight f3, knight d5 check, knight c2, and black knew that it's over. It's a draw. Knight e3, knight a3, and the game in a draw. A very nice game from the best Arabic and African player, from Mr. Basim from Egypt. A very lucky player, Mr. Nikita Betov here. He was lucky with this game. There's too many chances have been missed by black. I hope you guys like the game. Like and share, subscribe to the channel, please, and we can see you later. Bye bye.